Imagine having a game where you needed to train or develop a certain skill to use a certain gun and to be great with that weapon. Imagine a game where there was a grenade that wasn't just relevant to one mode. Imagine a game where you could actually see things on a map. You don't have to worry about the screen shaking or just sparklers being thrown, spammed, smoke grenades being spammed. Imagine that. What type of game would we have? You know, it's to a point now where, and I'm glad it's not just me that feels this way, but Twitter is a great spot. Twitter has shown, and Twitter is snitching, that the gaming community is sick and tired of what Call of Duty decides to put out. It's to a point where now everything has to be played in a dosage. Everything has to be played, well, every 45 minutes, every 30 minutes, every hour. And it's crazy because I think the developers and the gaming companies know that because they give you these tokens with a time limit. You activate the time limit based on the time that you have. After 1 hour of a double XP token, you're going to be leveled up and you'll be so sick of the game in that 1 hour that you probably won't want to activate another one until another day. You know, I'm trying to play COD and I'm trying to grind some more weapons, get some weapons sturdy and ready for when I switch to Caldera and be able to not be at a mismatch in Caldera. But right now, Caldera, well, I mean, it takes you an hour to get your loadout. You spend more time in that game with ground loot than you do with the gun that you grinded hours for. And then when you do all of that, guess what happens? You die one time in Caldera and you'll never see a loadout gun again. You'll never see a loadout gun again. I mean, we're just in a bad spot. You know, I seen a tweet that was so very relatable to me when it said Call of Duty don't need to make games every year. Now, a lot of people out there been saying that. A lot of people out there been saying that, and that's cool. That's fine. It's true. See, we are an average consumer. People like me are average consumers. Right now, we don't have the time, nor the energy, nor the will to spend hours and hours on games. So now our expectations for games have risen drastically because we need games that make us want to play them. You see, it's different as a child. As a child and a kid and a teenager, you had so much time that you did not care of the product of the game. I think that a lot of us that are in my age group and older, I think a lot of us took that time as a kid for granted. We were so blinded by the fact we were just enjoying life and having so much time that we were blind to the garbage being put in front of us. Now as an adult with a mature brain and a mature mind, and everything is different now. Our perspective has changed on life. We see that, and now we're calling the companies out for exactly what they are, as hot garbage. You know, there's so many people out there right now, kids and teenagers right now, who don't think Vanguard is bad, who love Caldera, who love Vanguard, who love the guns, the way that the game works. They love everything about the game. And then 10 years from now, they'll be 23, 24, 25, 26, and they'll be looking at their games like these things are absolute dog water. You know, it gets to a point where it just becomes sickening. It's sickening to a point, but it's fine. It's fine. That's the price you pay for aging, for becoming older, becoming wiser, becoming smarter, being able to open your eyes and see things for what it is. You can only get so much of Vanguard. You know, the gaming community is in such a bad spot, such a bad place. We are willing to play anything. The average consumer right now will just do anything to play something. I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad. Most of us, as an average gamer, most of us have a rotation of games that we play. You have one, I have one. You in the back over there, you got one too, and you over there in another country, you have one too. You have a rotation of games. Whether your rotation of games consists of one first-person shooter, 2 sports games, a lot of people, especially people of my race group, aka black, that's probably a lot of our rotation. We got one Call of Duty, we got one 2K, and we got one Madden. Then we got a FIFA and stuff like that. So okay, we're not going to talk about y'all. Now, most people of other races, I don't mean to bring race into it, I'm sorry, but it's a stereotype that tends to be true a lot of more times than not. A lot of people of other races probably just have a lot of shooting games. Call of Duty, Battlefield, other type of army games and shooting games that just consist of guns. Rogue Company, Fortnite, Apex, things like that. Because in the end, it really just comes down to people prefer sports, people prefer first-person shooters, or you have a mixture of everything. Like H2O Delirious, he plays a lot of games, random games, Gmod games, random games, a lot of games, but that's just what he do. Now, Call of Duty's I think we're sick of it. I think the majority of us are sick and tired of this series. I think we are. I think we are sick and tired of it. And we're trying to be nice and be patient and give them something that's going to recapture our love for COD. But it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Because the more we age, our expectations grow. Games already gonna look good. Okay, we're in an era of technology now where everything looks good. Everything. TV, movies, games, everything looks great. So you can't blow somebody away with graphics anymore. Then you got gameplay. I guess Call of Duty has clearly been an arcade style gameplay for a while, and I think we're just sick of the arcade style. But the thing is, with the simulation games, you have the companies who make the simulation games suck. Okay, they suck at making simulation type games. We need you, the Call of Duty people, to make a simulation game. What's so difficult? Or if you're not gonna make a full game, make a mode. Make a simulation mode. Okay. If Battlefield's movement was in Call of Duty with Call of Duty's gameplay, I think we'll have the most perfect army first-person shooter game experience ever. Because you can tactical sprint in Battlefield, which is realistic. Guns in Battlefield, from at least the Battlefields I play, they all have different things. Ain't no such thing as a gun in Battlefield that just ain't gonna move. Okay, I have never seen a gun in Battlefield like the Bren that just don't move. I've never seen it. I've never seen anything like that. Okay, so at least in Battlefield, you have that. Battlefield has that right, but Battlefield has everything else wrong. The maps, humongous. I mean, you're just running for days. I mean, you will run in Battlefield forever, get into a fight, die, have to respawn back at the end of the world, and run across it again. Nobody got time for that. We sick of that, okay? But we love the way you look. We love the sounds. The sounds in Battlefield are phenomenal. The sounds, I mean, everything is just pinpoint and precise. They do so much things right, but they did get the gameplay wrong. Call of Duty gets everything right as far as, well, I don't even know what they get right, really. I guess graphics or map design. They get map design and graphics. Okay, that's what they're better at than Battlefield. But the gameplay is completely hot dog dookie. Okay, that's just what it is. The gameplay is literally just, I mean, who you know can take a gun, which is most likely heavy, okay? You take a heavy gun and you just jumping, sliding, and shooting at a simultaneously together. I mean, go outside and do it. Go outside and do it. I'm sure a lot of you people right now in today's world are gun owners. Take your gun. You can even take your pistol. I know a lot of you people probably got pistols. Go ahead and take your pistol. Run outside. Sprint. Hold that pistol up in the air like your tactical sprint and sprint that thing. Slide on the ground. Scrape your knees too. Scrape your knees real good. You slide on the ground and then from that sliding position, you jump up in the air and shoot somebody in the head. Go ahead. You know what? I'll be your test dummy. I'll stand right in the middle of the street while you run at me, slide, jump, slide, cancel, and jump again and shoot at me. And I bet you I survive. I bet you I survive. I bet you it's a percentage that's so low, you'll be able to hit that shot and keep me alive. Wow. I bet you it's a higher percentage than people who won't do it than people who can. Okay, and then after that, if I survive that shot that you hit me with, now I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run with it. Now I'm gonna be running while you sliding, jumping, and sliding and jumping and sliding, jumping and running. I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna see if you can hit that. I bet you won't. You wanna know why? Because that's not how you're supposed to shoot. They don't train soldiers out there to be able to run, jump, and slide and shoot together. That's not what they do. But this is an army game. This is an army game. My bad. This is an army game. So, who am I? Okay. Imagine if Battlefield took its gameplay and combined it with Call of Duty. And instead of us having to try to see who produces the better game, how about we take all developers that are in the field of first-person army shooters, bring them under one roof, and combine games? Oh, my God. You mean work as a team? You mean instead of being in competition with each other and always got to be competitive, if we all work together, we can make a solution? Wow. I mean, imagine that. I think that's a utopia. And for other folks, it's a heaven where everyone's getting along. Different minds, different perspectives, one common goal. Peace, happiness, togetherness. We don't get that in the video game world. Instead, we get competition, and one person produces garbage, one person produces hot garbage, but the garbage is better than the hot garbage, so you settle for the garbage. But in the end of the day, it is still garbage. Dr. Disrespect, please save us. Midnight Society, please save us. Make us have something new to look at. Play, please. Until next time, it's Chris Jones is signing out.